Hello, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you would like a podcast that isn't that, then go on. Family friendly, whatever. Then go on over to her very own podcast, Unlocked.
Unlocked, where they talk to people about things.
We're writing their catchphrase for them.
Yeah, I think it's a good catchphrase.
I think it's good.
We should go with it. We talk to people about things.
You can use that, Tammy Tucky. We won't charge you or anything.
It's true. We do so much marketing for you. We have like 10 people who listen to this podcast, so that's not true. We have more than that, but still.
Yeah.
Hit us up. Hit us up? Is that
what the kids are saying these days?
So, what are we talking about today, sister?
Today, we're gonna take a hot dump on childhood games.
We are. We're gonna roast the first 10 and a half Nancy Drew games.
That's what I said.
Pretty much. We got this idea from the people on the Nancy Drew, the Clue Crew Discord server. They requested that we do a series on roasting the games, so we're going to. Because we are, pushovers.
Because we don't have any good ideas, so,
It's true. If you request something, we're more than likely going to do it.
Exactly.
So, we're going to start at the very beginning, because it's
we're going to do this in chronological order.
Yeah. So we're just going to start. You completely ignored my Sound of Music
I know.
joke.
I heard it as I was talking.
I'm so disappointed.
Did you want to do it again?
No, you ruined it. You ruined it. So, we're just going to start with Secrets Can Kill.
Okay. Let's start with how tone deaf this fucking game is. Like, there are cartoon cutout characters playing out a drug-centered murder mystery.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, this is for children.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I absolutely love it.
And Nancy, because it's early games Nancy voice, she's doing a very saccharine, sweet voice. It's like Little Orphan Annie is investigating a high-profile, murder rapist. I don't know. It's like, leaping lizards. Do you see what he did to the body?
Shirley Temple is the one doing it.
Oh my god. Miss Temple, is that blood on your tap shoe?
Aw, gee whiz, friend. What I love about this game is insert second disc to crash game.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, game.
Every single time. Just great. Just fan-fucking-tastic.
Let me sit there and pray that this time it's not going to crash when I do this.
This time it'll be different. This time it'll be fine. Did we save? Oh god.
Oh god.
I hope so.
It's not opening.
To be fair, for this game's benefit, Nancy does almost have a gun in this one.
She does.
Yeah. So she does have a gun for a very short period of time. She has a gun. So for 1.5, we're gonna count Secrets Can Kill Remastered right here because I don't remember when it actually came out, and I'm not going to look that up because that takes effort. So we're just gonna put it here.
Yeah. I never understood the point of this game because, the remaster, they're supposed to be making it better. The graphics were a little better, but the gameplay was somehow worse. So, I don't know why they bothered with this. It
went from a drug scandal to selling federal secrets.
Yeah, that was an interesting cleanup.
That was.
I feel like, no, this will be better. This will be better.
Yeah,
there's still a dead child.
Now it's treason.
There's a dead child who committed treason.
No, I think actually wasn't it Daryl who commits the treason? I can't remember. Doesn't matter.
Well,
it's a much
he blackmailed them from Daryl.
Yeah.
Because he was going to sell them.
Favorite part of the game, and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for Aunt Eloise and her odd sex cage. That's how the ending goes, right?
Weird, yeah.
Aunt Eloise has a very, very odd defense system in her house. If I get the wrong answer several times, you know what I should do? If someone tries to use my safe and they get the wrong answer 3 times, I'll just throw a cage down on them. I'll
make them dance for me.
I'll just go full on cartoon. We'll just go Acme,
Like there should have been a slide whistle when it went down.
It's like Wile E. Coyote got stuck in his own trap.
He's holding up a sign afterwards like, oh boy.
It's like Nancy should have gone, meet me afterwards or something. Like that's how that ending feels.
My brain just changed that to, the ending. She pulls out a gun and she trains it on and goes, beep, beep, motherfucker.
Give Nancy a gun. But yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Definitely. That's Secrets Can Kill Remastered.
Yeah. How about stay tuned for danger?
The character models are now 3D, but the characters are still 2D. Don't worry.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This game is just Dwayne Powers saying, I'm bad at acting, so I'm making it everyone else's problem.
I mean, literally.
That's the entirety of the game.
Yeah, I couldn't make it as an actor, so everyone else must pay.
But Nancy, why were you called out to New York? Why did you have to defuse a bomb? Because a man was bad at acting.
Yeah.
That's it for that game.
Yeah. Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Oh boy.
Rose hires literally everyone who shows up at her door and is surprised when things don't go well. I don't know what to tell you, Rose.
Someone set a fire. Well, it couldn't have been the guy who showed up on my doorstep and said that he knew history things and so he was gonna take a look at shit in my house. I don't suspect that guy one bit.
Definitely not.
Well, what about that other guy who showed up right after I said that I was gonna need a guy to do some stuff?
Definitely not. No.
I don't even know how she came to have Abby.
They were friends in the theater, Ariana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Friends in the theater. I don't know if you can see me or not.
I can't see you, but I hear the winky blinky in your voice.
Thank you. Winky blinky.
And then, I guess Rose is really just the worst part about this game, because then, oh my god, she has just the worst chronic case of don't talk to me, I've got papers to look at. She's just constantly, I discovered a secret room in your attic. Okay, I'm sorry. Can this wait? Seriously?
Yeah. Hey, there's a fire going on. Nancy, Bills.
You know where the fire extinguisher is. Go.
Hey, I found evidence that the seance was faked. Hey, Nancy, am I looking at papers?
Bills. Both bills.
Business numbers.
I've never wanted to help someone so little in my life.
That's not true. That's not true. Treasure in the Royal Tower. The complete contrarian in me.
Yeah.
Because, okay, Treasure Royal Tower is the original chore simulator. You have to admit it. We all love the game, but we have to take off the nostalgia glasses for just a minute. And just really think about it, because it was the original chore simulator. There's very few puzzles in that game. And we do... I'm sorry, I'll do this basic service for you, fix your radiator, if you do my entire job for me.
Right. Go take that crazy lady's order. It's like,
I'm sorry, no. I am here on vacation. Why are you telling... I'm sorry, if I was on vacation somewhere and I went to the front desk and I went, hey, my door in my closet is really squeaky, could you come fix it? And someone looked at me and said, yeah, I'll do that if you go take someone else's order. I would go, excuse me?
I cannot imagine, like, when people came to complain to me at the resort, people coming and saying, oh yeah, my bathtub, it's not stopping up so that I can take a bath. I can't imagine looking at them going, okay, if you go to the basement, you'll find the tub stoppers but you'll have to, organize the boxes so that you can get to them. It's gonna be an interesting puzzle. Just, and also, what is the point of Jacques?
Exposition.
Like, he's not even...
tie-in.
What?
France tie-in.
I don't know what else, like, what is the point of him being there? He's not even, like, a good red herring.
No one is in that game.
He stops talking to us halfway through the game. Because he thinks we took off with his medallion.
No one is in that game.
Like... this game sucks.
You know what? No. I would still rather 10 Jacques than any Lisas. Because I would rather... Lisa pepper spray me every single time I talk to her than listen to her voice.
Hey girl, give me the hot sitch. Calm down.
I mean, yes. That, I can't. I literally cannot. Every single conversation with that character is, I want to just scoop my ears out.
I'm 90s tries too hard to be cool, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, just slides right into final scene with just following that line of people who just are just so much, just too much. And you know what? I'm going to put it out there. Stop trying to make me sympathize with Brady Armstrong. It will never happen. Not even with the chicken suit. Not even because he's balding. That does nothing for me. It's never going to happen.
No. Yeah.
Never.
Stop trying to make Brady sympathy a thing. It's not going to be a thing.
It's never going to be a thing.
These characters are just so out of touch with reality.
And
like, oh, she disappeared. It's a publicity stunt. How? What? Nobody knows her.
Who is she publicizing? I understand, Simone, that you work with famous people, but Maya is a college student who has no famous friends. What is this a publicity stunt for? Pray tell. And leave it to men to care more about a theater / their career than a literal missing woman.
Come on. She's just one person, and she's a woman, and she's not even white. Like, why are they gonna freak out?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
She's obviously out with her boyfriend.
I mean... You know how these girls are.
Cha. Obviously.
That is bleeding all over the place.
Oh, God, that...
yeah.
I can't risk that game too much, to be fair, though.
It's still one of my favorite games.
It's a really good game.
It's a really good game.
But still.
But if you can't shit on the things you love, what can you shit on?
But you know what I really can shit on?
Like,
Secret
for
of the Scarlet
hours.
Hand. Yeah, for fucking hours. First in a long line of bad decisions on employers' parts of hiring Nancy when she has literally zero experience. You know, I don't even feel bad that they had all this drama happen to them, because it's their own fault for employing Nancy fucking Drew. Like Franklin Rose is in there being like, oh no, all of this is happening. What? All of this is happening to me. You know what? That's your own fault for being like, I'm just taking, I'm doing a favor for my pal Carson.
Why is all this happening?
Cronyism. This is what you get for cronyism, Franklin Rose.
And only Joanna is willing to fucking call that shit.
Yeah.
I don't care who your daddy is. It's...
Yeah. We hate on her for, being a terrible person and bad at her job, but at least she calls it out on cronyism. Yep. But while we're talking about her, she's a terrible person and bad at her job.
Who knows? A terrible person and bad at her job.
Oh, she's awful. She doesn't know shit, apparently.
And rather than taking this as an opportunity to teach somebody who doesn't know, she just lets her handle all of the shit. Oh yeah, go deal with this. You'll figure out how to use that expensive piece of equipment that could very, very possibly damage something that's very ancient.
Yeah. It's just,
you'll be fine.
Yeah, don't just touch it. Also, in this game, my favorite part of the game, you know what I should do? Black market deals. Nothing bad can come out of black market deals, says Nancy Drew, apparently. And they thought this was just a great positive message for children, apparently.
Why, Timmy? Why did you decide to do black market deals? Nancy Drew can do it.
I mean, it's not painted as something bad.
It's just like she did it because she was curious and now she knows.
Means to an end, apparently. It's fine. We're not going to ask where any of it came from. She's not going to do any of that. So we don't talk about where any of it goes after this.
Right. We're going to see that shit in her room one day at the beginning of a game. It's going to be like, oh!
Nancy's just,
She kept
pocketing. I wouldn't be surprised. She's that kind of person. She steals shit all the time. Why wouldn't she steal shit from a museum?
And I like this note that you wrote.
Hey, does it matter if we use, factual facts, or can I just throw in some Aztec shit in this Maya exhibit? A game dev, apparently. Tlaloc is an Aztec god. Fuck you. Yeah. There are so many things in that exhibit that's just, they're like, eh. It's like, they did a cursory search. I mean, that's something that I will say about a lot of the games, is that they're just in the later games, it's literally just a Google search, and the first, 4 results are what they put in the game.
Basically.
So that's basically what happened here, is that they ran out of gods, Maya gods, and they were like, no one will notice. I noticed, asshole.
Someday, someone will notice. After playing the game a bunch of times, and going to school, and finally figuring out, wait a minute.
Getting degrees.
Right.
I know, asshole. I can just roast that shit for hours, honestly. But we do need to move on.
How can I get rich? Okay, I'll go after gold. But how will I get the gold? Fucking Rottweilers. Said Emily. Probably. Apparently.
That's the smartest way to get gold. That's the best get-rich-quick scheme.
the longest, most arduous get-rich-quick scheme that ever was.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I love that that's a game about prohibition, where they're not allowed to talk about alcohol.
Yeah.
They never mention alcohol once. They don't explain what a speakeasy is.
Yeah.
There's alcohol bottles everywhere. There's a tap. But they can't explain what alcohol is or any of that. So.
It's not a real tap. It's a puzzle tap.
Yeah. It's puzzles.
It's different.
Yeah. Obviously. Gambling? Nah. It's all puzzles. There's no gambling, and there's lots of gambling in Nancy Drew, actually.
This is true.
There's lots of it. How do they get away with that? Yeah. you know, I'll, and painting the one responsible person in the game as being overzealous
Right.
and ridiculous. Like, really?
You see this fucker? He wants to, like, make money for the park, you know, so that we can have all these resources and make the park a great place, you know? Like,
And he wants to
fuck
keep
that guy.
Yeah, he wants to keep everything nice and ecologically safe and, you know, protect the endangered wildlife and keep everyone from getting ticks and stuff. Ugh. God. He's awful. Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
But Haunted Carousel.
But speaking
How
of
to
Haunted
take-
Carousel,
How to Take All of the Fun Out of an Amusement Park by Paula Santos.
you know, earlier I said I'd never wanted to help anyone less. I have never wanted to help anyone less than Joy. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like they workshopped how to make the most pathetic character they could think of, and then they made her aggressively pessimistic.
She's terrible. She is like if you had someone, God, I can't.
She is taking pencil shavings and chewing on them.
She's the kid who stuck pencils in their ear in class and then wiped it on your paper. So I'm sorry, I deal with children a lot. I mean, she is not sympathetic.
No.
And Nancy Drew rats on a guy to his probation officer. So that's something that happens in that game.
That's the worst part. She calls him, and like, but the guy hasn't done anything wrong.
No.
He's literally just having a job.
Did you know
She's like,
this guy
did you know that this guy has a job and there's things happening at this job? Lady, there's things happening at all times everywhere. What are you... like...
He's been snooping. That must violate his parole.
Is he allowed to walk around and be caught on camera sneaking into a thing? Where he has a key to it? Because he's the security guard?
It's like, Nancy, can you just mind your business?
Can you just calm your bullshit?
Just mind your own business. God. Like, I can't even with Nancy. I know I can't explain what I have in the notes for Danger on Deception Island because it's a comic.
One of her notes is an image.
But people might know, Pop Team Epic. The online manga, and now it's an anime? No?
Nope.
But there's one where Popko, she's like, yeah, so it's like that, huh? I understand everything now. And then it's an arrow pointing to her that says doesn't get it at all. That's me at the end of Danger on Deception Island. I love this game. This game makes no sense.
This is a weird fucking
we'll
game.
train this whale to get to the bottom of the stuff at the bottom of the ocean, which will be easy for me since I own a whale museum. Andy Jason proposing this scheme at some point, not aware of how ridiculous it sounds.
And no one called him on it.
Where did he get the flunkies? Where did he get... What?
Where did he get the boat?
He's got a whale watching
all this
boat.
Shit?
I don't know.
Where did he get the whale?
I don't know. None of this is explained. Absolutely none of it. It's just like, yeah, there was an orphaned whale, so he used it for his nefarious purposes.
But he had to have trained the whale, right?
Yeah. Which he could do because he has a whale watching museum, Ariana, obviously. If you have a museum about whales, you know how to train them.
His hair holds many secrets.
We spent the entire game caring about petty town politics when it's literally some fucking insane whale smuggling plot. How is this even approved? I love this game, but what the actual fuck?
Fucking game, man.
Yeah. The game also includes racism. Like the racism against, there's the whole, yes, and the natives did all this, saw a Cadborosaurus and they didn't. And then it also includes the whole Shanghaiing thing, which is a racist term as well. But, casual racism, par for the course with Her Interactive. Whatever. Especially since, Jenna is supposed to be the only non-white person in the entire game, and then her family's the one who has the cafe that was involved in the Shanghaiing, and that's a thing.
Well, we see the picture of her ancestor who had opened the place.
Yeah.
And that person was white.
Yeah, it's true.
So, she just has a past of sketchy white people.
She can't help it. A lot of us also have
Some of us come from sketchy white people.
Speaking of sketchy white people, just me beating Shorty over the head with a frying pan. Just pick your own fucking vegetables. I cannot
get more eggs
Secret
than
of
that.
Shadow Ranch. It's another thing of going to a place to go on vacation and being told to do fucking chores.
Right.
I understand that on a dude ranch, that's part of the allure, but not to that extent.
No.
It's not like,
we're gonna kick you out of here if you do the thing that we said to do wrong.
Yeah, they don't really do that. No.
It's not, it's bad business.
Yeah.
Also, is it weird that it makes me uncomfortable that they don't mention the fact that Mariazi is native? There's no tie-in whatsoever. She just happens to be a person, like they're talking about the Old West and cowboys, but there's no mention anywhere about anything Native American.
Yeah, it's just the petroglyphs
And then they just sort of
stuff and the arrowheads, but then they don't explain any of it.
They don't explain any of it.
They just leave it there.
And
They're
it feels worse that they don't acknowledge it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Honestly? Yeah. It's fucked.
It's like,
I
you're
love
talking
the game.
about cowboys. Now what goes with cowboys? Huh?
Killing people? Cowboys killing people,
Yeah,
maybe?
who are they killing?
Yeah. But we don't want to talk about that because, don't want to alienate certain player bases. Also,
Let's have historical tie-ins to these things, but make them, not historically accurate.
we just gotta sanitize them because we don't want to make any of our white players feel uncomfortable.
Don't want to make you guys feel like maybe bad things have happened.
I mean, the closest in any of the games we've talked about so far that they came to that was Secret of the Scarlet Hand, where they were like, hey, people stole shit. And it's like, Alejandro! Wow,
Yeah,
you're
and he's
so
supposed to be-
just... And we
supposed to
treat
be-
him like, oh, how could you?
Oh my god, this activist, how dare he say
know.
these things?
He's so crazy.
These things belong to Mexico? Pfft.
They were discovered by Mexico.
They are here in America. Clearly that's where they belong.
Obviously.
We found them.
It says owned by Beach Hill Museum. Also, Secret Shadow Ranch. Y'all city slickers are too soft. Out here in the country, we know real work. Someone from fucking Arizona on a dude ranch.
You're not...
It's not... It's not like you're in fucking Montana or something. It's...
You're not... Maybe as
It's
Californians, we're just too hard on Arizona.
And it's not like they have, like... It's not like a huge-ass farm or something.
No, it's a tiny little thing.
I mean, they have some cattle, apparently, but it's not like a big old cattle farm or something. They got like 4 horses.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they got like 4 horses and a little tiny coop of chickens.
I know.
And 2 rows of vegetables.
It's not a big old farm. Y'all aren't doing, like, a big old ranch going on.
Right? Hard work my ass.
I mean, it's a dude ranch. Y'all are there for tourists.
They are inherently easy.
So, that was us roasting the first 10 and a half games. If you guys would like to, I would love to hear you guys leave some roasts in the comments on our YouTube, or tweet at us, or on our Tumblr. I would absolutely love to hear your guys' roasts of the games.
Yes.
That'd be amazing. So you can contact us on our Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, Twitch, or on our website. You can leave a comment at krolmeistersisters.knifefightclub.com.
Or you could also leave us a wonderful glowing review on iTunes and Google Podcast Play thingy.
Podcasts. Google Podcasts.
I said it. I just followed it with other words.
Also, just as a reminder, you can subscribe to us on Twitch, so you can get access to our cute little wine glass emote, and you can also shower us with bits. So, as a reminder, I'm Marisa.
And I'm Mariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters, and we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.